Hello. So today I am just going to do some thoughts on, well, how I think North possible ways I think North Korea could end. In ways the West or stuff can take them down, North Korea down, and ways North Korea kind of internally takes themselves down. If you get what I mean. Um so yeah, we'll get the video started. Okay. So start off with ideas that foreign powers can do, or like foreign countries like US, China, Russia. Yeah, you get my point. So, this makes it tough because, well, as well, we kind of got a nuclear country kind of on their tail. So yeah, we're we're tasked with a hard one. I know. So, one method, which still uses the nuclear flaw. Let me just look up how many nukes North Korea has to see. Okay, this is helpful. Okay. Okay, let's do a rough estimate and let's round it to 50. It's between 45 and 55. I'll just round it to 50. 50 nukes. It's an awful lot, right? But, what? But let's kind of. Okay, so, first of all, for a plan to work, we'd have to, of course, prevent the, say, North Korea furthering their nukes. So what would be, because it's very tough with a nuclear country without murdering a bunch of people. So the issue we have here is they can go for Seoul, which is the capital of South Korea. They can't target like the US or anything, or any real big western country. They can't go that far. And I'm pretty sure they can go to Japan, which is an issue. Which is a big issue in our hand. So we can't really go for like a violent, like a completely violent way. Like, let's say, like for an example, well, we kind of can't go and just employ a bunch of troops, invade North Korea, because then they can go for South Korea or Japan. That's pretty bad. So we kind of have to do it in more of a diplomatic way. Like, of course, it's not going to be totally diplomatic, but more than like. But it's going to be more. But it has to be more friendly than war. Like, just all out war. So, one idea is, since we all know China and North Korea's relationship are with each other, kind of awkward, right? So, persuade China, basically saying, hey, like, want to go against North Korea, like, put sanctions on them if they are trading partners. I'm not totally sure on that. But I assume they must have a little bit of trade going on. And then and then we and then the whole world just puts a bunch of sanctions on them, basically making Kim Jong-un a criminal in every country. And just community, these ideas are not like, and then we go and basically try and get the whole world to make him like a criminal and stuff in countries, and basically sanction the hell out of them. Because North Korea doesn't really have any exports. If there's anything you can say they import, then we just gotta get rid of that supply. Then they're kind of screwed. So that mean leader can't, well, become as fat as a polar bear, anyways. Or hopefully. But yeah, and then eventually stuff will end up failing. And yeah, and eventually I think there'll probably be like political unrest as while these famines get worse because they don't have any trading partners anymore. So then they'll have to rather resign or pretty much kind of die, like fight till the death. Yeah, that's an idea. But yeah, it still runs the risk of North Korea just launching the nuke button and just nuking every country, or like just a bunch of places around them. Seoul, yeah, South Korea. You still run into that problem, and I'm sure there's a bunch more problems in my plan, or in my idea. And just want to clarify this. These ideas are not like meant to be taken completely seriously. They're all just for generally entertainment or education. I don't know, whatever purposes. Not more sad. Just some interesting talk about. Just want to clarify, it's not serious. So, anyways, so that's one idea. Another one, which I heard in a video. I think it was by Real Life Lore, I think. Is ways to take down North Korea. And I recommend you go watch that video. It's well done. It's really well done. Which this idea I'm taking from him. So yeah. But I'll put the link of that video in the description so you can watch his video and see his ideas. They're better than mine. So, or what you can call mine. Anyways. So, which is to airdrop counterfeit North Korean won, I think it's called. And then, since North Koreans are starving, so then they'll go to the market and buy a bunch of stuff. So then inflation will end up increasing a lot. And then because the inflation increases, which means eventually the North Korean won will become worthless. Then they'll have to increase trade with other countries, which would mean that they'd probably have to lift a bunch of restrictions. So yeah, again, Real Life Lore, that smart idea. Yeah, I didn't put it in my video. I'll put it in. I'll put the video in my description. Or in the description, but yeah, anyways. So now, ways North Korea can come down internally. Which I would say would be the rules get too restricted, and as in when as the rules get more restricted, and then because then I like think more countries would go and sanction them, then that would mean North Korea has less trading options, which would mean they'd have to resort to corruption more, or more like corruption, yeah, or so in themselves, which would lead to more corruption, and then that would mean they'd say, and then that would mean that'd be easier to bribe, I don't know, border guards to trade aid stuff from China. Or yeah. Anyway. So they and then they see this media, they think, man, this is awesome. This we want to live like this. So then they they try and fight and then overthrow the government. Anyways, so here's another way, which is because ultimately what I think is going to happen probably is rules will get more restricted, and so rules get more restricted. Then North Korea, they then the military get tired of, I don't know, not being fed and all that stuff, you know, not being fed, getting treated generally like shit. So and then the military goes like, we're tired of this. Then they mutiny. Then since the military isn't on their side, then they're absolutely fucked. Then a whole civil war breaks out. A bunch of people die. Yeah, that happens. I think definitely there'll be foreign interference. And then yeah, that's another way I think it could completely collapse. And yeah, this is pretty much it. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you very much. Bye.